Hey guys, today we are going to talk about NSAIDs. Now, most of you probably know over-the-counter NSAIDs. There's aspirin, there's Aleve, there's ibuprofen. But what an NSAID is something that helps with inflammation, pain, fever, and there's many different types that the doctor prescribes. Now, you are at risk when you take an NSAID of increased bleeding, stomach pain, ulcers, things like that. So it's usually something that doctors don't like for you to stay on long term. Now, there are some people that do stay on them long term because they have chronic pain that they can manage with an NSAID versus having to use something stronger. But I'm going to list a few of them for you today so that you will know, some common ones if you need to know them. So the first one is, now here we have ibuprofen 800 milligrams. Now, as you know, it comes over the counter as 200 milligrams, but you can only get it prescription strength 800 milligrams by prescription. Now, in this case, you would take one tablet 3 times a day usually versus having to take multiple over the counter. Now, this is a very commonly prescribed medication. And then we have diclofenac, which is generic for Voltaren, 75 milligrams. This is another commonly prescribed one. All right, then we have, this is generic Mobic or meloxicam. It comes in 7.5 milligrams and 15 milligrams. Now, this is one of the ones I see prescribed quite a bit, actually, and then I'll go over another one that we see a lot of, but they use this one a lot. Next up, we have naproxen 500 milligrams. Now, it does come over the counter. You can buy Aleve, but I think Aleve's like 220 milligrams, and you can only take, I think, I may be wrong, one a day. Now, this is naproxen 500 milligrams, and I see a lot of doctors write for it. Usually one twice a day, but usually, there again, it's one of those temporary things. Now, I do see some people that take it on the daily basis, but we have that one. All right, and the last one I have is the generic Celebrex, which, that's probably the number one I see the most. It comes in 100 milligrams and 200 milligrams. If I had to pick ones that they use a lot of times, and especially ones that they use long term, it's usually the meloxicam and then the Celebrex. All right, well, that concludes our lesson for today. If anybody has any questions, comment below and I'll try to answer them for you.